Hey everyone, Darren here on Monday, March the 9th at about 10 a.m. my time. Uh, uh, just looking here at a chart, at a weekly chart of gold, but before we start, let's go briefly to our legal disclaimer as we usually do. I'm going to pause for about 10 seconds and give you a chance to go through it. I suspect most of you are familiar with its content by now, but I am compelled to post it with every new video that I produce. So with that, a 10-second period of silence. Okay, let's now look to move to the chart. Again, before we start, for optimal viewing, you want to go to the settings icon at the bottom of your YouTube video, and the settings icon looks like a wheel, and it's right next to the cinema mode and full screen mode icons right at the bottom of the video. You want to click on the settings video and pick the highest resolution possible. So either 360p or 480p if available. You do not want to leave the settings on auto. That will ensure that you get the best quality viewing. Now after doing so, you want to then pick the full screen option, or click on the full screen icon in order to get an enlarged picture of the chart. Now with that, let's turn to that weekly chart of gold, and as you can see, this we just began the week, so this the start of this week sort of inconsequential so far. We've had barely any movement. This video is more to give a picture over more recent developments, and as you can see, really gold has been on the wrong side of the super trend for quite a long time. You've had a few multi-week forays above, only to be followed by rollovers and getting under it again. The most recent one being about 7 to 8 weeks ago. We had these 4 green bars that took us briefly above, only to be followed by a big negative week about 5 weeks ago, and which took us below the midline of the super trend again, and we've been on red bars ever since. And again, as a result, we continue being on red bars at the start of this week. The red bars are below their yellow midline, so sellers are in control. I suspect that part of this weakness we are seeing in gold has to do with currency factors, namely the weakness of the euro versus the dollar, or in fact just the US dollar index's incredible strength at the current time. Looking at the other indicators, we have the composite. Composite is still above the pink line, but beginning to head lower. Our trend filter has the blue dots have been heading lower and are now tagging the red line, which is of some concern. Relative strength has crossed into negative territory below the midline, and our medium term momentum has a reading of -1, so also negative. Looking again at more of the pattern, and if you see that 1135, 1155 area has acted as a big area of support in the past, certainly at the end of 2013, and then more recently in the fall of 2014. Now, should we see that level be breached on a closing basis in a convincing manner, i.e. by about $20 or more, that would probably open the door for a more substantial and serious decline in gold. So again, caution is warranted at this time with regards to gold. It's deemed to be quote unquote unhealthy, on the wrong side of the super trend in red bars, so sellers in control would not try to look at getting long this at the current time, and would be careful just on a general basis. With that, I will make sure to update you on a need-to-know basis as to any major developments, and certainly towards the end of next week. With that, have a great week and speak to you later.